What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Six Deuce, music artist right here at SNR Broadcast, co-CO to Spill Records, Shout Pop Productions, Cali Media, One Underground TV. Shout out the Vault 97, shout TTE, shout all my peoples. But what we're really here for today, as usual, we have another dope guest coming on, the homeboy DREAMZ LA. But I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself, my boy. Let the people know your name, where you're coming from, your city, all that good stuff.
What's up, everybody? My name is DREAMZ LA, and I'm a music artist out of LA. And I make music for people and for people to feel, to be like a way to express themselves. So that's how what I use my platform for. So people can speak their feelings through music.
That's right, my boy. Uh, so you say you're from LA, and you gotta share too much, too. By the way, if you don't feel like you want to, you don't gotta give like exacts, streets and all that. But you were telling me you were grew up right there in South Central, bro. How was that for you? Like, what was your perspective growing up in South Central?
Well, growing up in LA in general is like a normal thing. So unless you're an outsider, everything seems normal. But in LA, everything comes with a struggle. Comes with maybe not having the best housing and dangerous parts of the city. You know what I mean? So I
Feel
mean,
that?
I still love LA. LA has always been beautiful, but it's got its bad things too.
Yeah, you know what they say. You gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Um, But nah, yeah, bro. I think that's dope, bro. Shout out to you, regardless, bro. Again, I'm thankful for you coming on, bro, taking the time. But let's hop right into it, bro. So, if you could say with sharing whatever you feel like you would like to share, tell us not just as a music artist, but who would you or how would you not? Who would you say? How would you describe? Is a better question. Yourself to other people, as far as the music artist or growing up in general.
Well, I'm a very humble person, and I'm always willing to help other people. I put a lot of people ahead of myself. I try to be selfless, but I'm not perfect either.
Mhm.
But I'm always showing love to people. You know what I mean? It's all about love because there's too much hate in this world right now.
So, what's some of your what's one of your songs? Do you feel like you want to start it off and kick it off and let the people play that you feel like will speak for yourself?
Man, I have a lot, but um, I said one of my favorite ones is "Through Thick and Thin." And
All
that one
right.
actually I did with my niece is the girl singing on there, so she's very talented too. So
Hey, shout out.
that's one of my songs that is my favorite.
And shout out to you and your niece, bro. Do you think I'd be able to find it on your YouTube?
Yeah, it should be on YouTube.
Okay, let me do that. You said through thick and thin.
Yeah.
And before we play that, yes, sir. So man, what's it look like as an average day as DREAMZ LA, my boy? Let the people know what's up, how it looks like in your life. And again, as always, you ain't gotta give it too much,
I
nothing
mean,
crazy.
my life is pretty normal, man. I'm a dad first, husband, um, friend. You know, that's who I am. I'm family orientated, and everything else, the music. Obviously, I collab with other people and do my thing. But overall, in general, I'm just a normal person, man. Nothing special about me.
You try, my boy. Hey, well, one thing I want to say though, and like we said first, Father first, my boy. And hey, shout out Lord and Savior in general, our Father up there. But I respect all the real fathers, like yourself. Because being an artist, what people don't understand, being a music artist, it's in you, not on you. And when you really love this, especially with being a father, it's a real challenge to balance, But the real ones can handle it. They do it because we were just talking about it before the live interview, and I was talking about it with family members today, bro. You're not promised tomorrow. Family is precious, dog. That is most important. So I respect it. That's what your main focus is. You step up, you take care of yours, my boy. It speaks volumes. And let's go ahead. I'm gonna play this right now. But what kind of artists do you prefer to work with and why?
Um, I prefer. I mean, I can work with all types of artists, but I prefer working with artists that have a message behind their music. You know what I mean? Something positive. You know what I mean? Or maybe their struggle, or maybe it's about love, or maybe they're heartbroken. As long as it has some type of message that's relatable to people, that's mostly what I like to do. Don't get me wrong, though. Respect to every other artist. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own craft, but as far as me, like I like to work with storytellers and people that speak about real life. Not all that fake stuff. You know what I mean?
Nah, and that's genuine, dog. Like I feel like a lot of people miss that, and too many. And again, I'm just giving my opinion. Whenever we talk here on SR broadcast, we give out opinions like everybody else. People could agree to disagree, but I feel like how you said earlier, people have different styles, but most people are too focused on sounding the coolest instead of giving the song actual life, because that's what's missing, storytelling. Or if it is, that's cool, because you know what, entertainment's entertainment. But I feel like most people these days, again, they're just trying to sound cool. They're not really trying to give it their all in the craft. And I miss when people actually put effort into their songs. So when I even heard a few of your tracks, because I played the like two because I was promoting you, the ones that on Instagram that I
Yeah.
posted to, like even just that, my boy, like again, the vibe you give off, my boy, is exactly that. You could tell, dog, you're just telling it what it is with the music. You're not trying to impress nobody. You're just making music that you like. And if the real relate, they're gonna relate. You know what I'm saying? You're not really tripping on who like your vibe pretty much gets out to my boy. Like you're not tripping on the clout. Like most fools they are. That's kind of what I mean by people are too worried trying to look cool and sound cool instead of just making it music. You know what I mean? And having a good time with it, dog. Telling it real like it is, bringing back storytelling, bringing back that's why I use that word life to the song, because all I hear, and I'm not saying I'm not guilty of sometimes a music artist when I'm having fun, but nobody wants to hear all day, every day. I feel like once you get to a certain age, you want to hear music that actually means something.
Yeah, man, and that's the thing with a lot of people is just they don't put their full effort into the songs. You know what I mean? Like you could tell, like it's quickly written, and sometimes certain people that they ain't living that type of life, and they're rapping about it, and you know it's just be real and be genuine, man. It'll get you further. And me, like I told you before, I'd rather have two, three solid ones than have 100 whatever that are fake. So that's what it is.
We said it earlier. I know people like to say I'd rather have four quarters than 100 pennies, but I'd rather have a $100 bill than 100 pennies. If you catch my drift,
Yeah.
like keep it solid, keep it 100, and that's all I do when it comes to this, because what a lot of people forget, and I don't want to talk about like six dudes, but to have to wear all these different hats as a music artist, as a dad, as a part-time podcasting, doing this for the community. Outside of all of that, all that matters is, even says in the comments, you said it, being yourself, my boy. Just being yourself, like you said, will get you further, because people can see the difference if you're bullshit. And I feel like I told a lot of people that, because here's another thing, it's cool to be normal. Everybody don't gotta be gangsters and shooting shit and selling drugs and doing that. That's cool if you just live a normal life, dog. That's cool
Yeah.
if you work a 9 to 5. That's cool. Like, we gotta re-normalize, which it should be normal. But then again, hey, what is normal, right? But normal as far as the fact of people will be quick to judge you for working a 9 to 5 or doing what's right or getting it the right way, and glorify the other BS, because that's the cool way. Again, that's back to me saying people are too worried about sounding and looking cool instead of just making music. Because Kendrick Lamar, I'm gonna repeat this, as there's another live interview. He has a song where he says, if you don't, in lesser words, if you're a critic to rap, If you don't like what you hear, then grab a mic and go platinum. In lesser words, like
Yeah,
be the,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If you want real rap, we gotta bring it back. The answer is within us because I'm even slowly as I get older, because you know I'm 25. That's why I respect the music you make and shout to anybody in whatever type of genre they make. But again, maybe when I was like younger, and I'm not trying like, oh, I'm super OG, but like at 25, I don't really care to listen to all the hoorah no more. I might have my days, I might have my times, but for the most part, you'll catch me listening to something that makes sense. Like even today on the way to court, I was having a playlist, and then my daughter's mother was like, "Dang, like, are you gonna?" Are you gonna play anything else? I was like, nah, I'm on my like, I was just saying my feelings, but I'm like on my real shit, you know, free little
Yeah,
Dirk.
yeah, yeah.
Like it's like that pain shit, but I was just, like I don't want to hear like funk all the time. No disrespect, shout funk. I don't want to hear shout King Von, but I don't want to hear the drill 24/7. Like that's why I listen to Lil Durk, because he has a little bit of everything. It depends on your mood, you know. So I feel
Yeah.
what you're saying, my boy. You're just trying to give that realness back.
That's it.
But all right, let's go ahead and play this song. We don't want to procrastinate any longer. I just wanted to get
Yeah.
some more good conversation going before we got to play this amazing song. So let's do it, my boy.
Let's do it.
Let's see. All right. I'm just waiting for it to load. So that's the only thing about being in the country, guys. Your boy's from LA, but I live over here in Missouri right now. And man, bro, let's just say I'm like country, but not country. I'm right at the edge of town.
So it's kind of like city country, a little bit like right in the outskirts.
Like town country.
Ah,
Make sense?
town country. Yeah, yeah.
Because
Like it
the
ain't
close,
that small.
yeah, exactly. It's like we got a Walmart though. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'd be lying if I said I didn't care. I'd be lying if I said you didn't have me feeling so obsessed. I apologize for the reason in the first place that you really left. Said a lot of things I didn't mean. Wasn't mean. I was so sad. Never meant to break your heart or disrespect our relationship or neglect your love and companionship. Couldn't find myself. I was lost in a dark place. I needed you more, didn't need more space. I was feeling lonely, just praying for better days. Dear Lord, please help me change my ways. The girl that I love, I can't replace. My time and energy had always been misplaced. I wish the hard times could be erased. How was I supposed to know if you didn't go to feel the pain so that I could grow? I'm addicted to your love and the beautiful glow. Say it cause I mean it. I don't do it for show. We made it this far yet. We got so far to go. Baby, I just had to let you know. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby, I want you. Baby, I want you. Baby, I need you. Baby, I need you. Baby, I love you. Through thick and thin. Our love will last forever. Give you endless passion and pleasure. I see you on my boy. I see. With you in the center, I know we can make it through the storm. Yeah, baby, that's through any weather. I know I really gotta watch my temper. Had to place my feelings in this letter. I wanna give you a home love, a place that you can shelter. Heaven or red could never be defined up in the Webster. Fuck them ones that said they could do you better. Know that they ain't on my level. I'm the only one that can show you special. With all the moments that you won't forget. Listening to Keith that can make your body sweat. I'll let you since the day we met until my final breath. Keep you all of me with no regret. Sometimes just to reflect. I owe you all my love and my respect. My dream girl, I ain't even shown you the best yet. Best yet. Baby, I love you. Baby, I love you. Baby, I want you. Baby, I want you. Baby, I need you. Baby, that beat too. You got like I've been telling a lot of the artists we've been having come on here lately. The one thing I've been noticing, I'm not in a cap, like uh it takes an ear, my boy, because like don't get me wrong, but even I've been having to shake it, being from the West Coast. A lot of people say that, like, and because I do want to talk about this track because I really liked it. Don't want to get too off subject, but like a lot of people use Draco the Ruler type beats, right? So even
Yeah,
I
yeah.
kind of like strayed from that, long live the ruler, but I'm even getting back to where like J. Cole, he's one of my favorite artists. And I'm getting back to that vibe. When I first started, that's what a lot of people don't know, bro. Like I was more like boom bap, I guess you could say before. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But anyway, I like this song, my boy, and why I really enjoyed it was not just the production behind it, the beat selection. I really just, I was just talking about it with songs like that. The point is so people can relate. And now I'm not saying I couldn't relate. I'm just saying that for somebody that, and I don't want to compare nobody, right? It's actually a compliment, like Mac Miller, right? So
Mm,
that's kind of, I wouldn't say the vibe I got, but I like the way you brought that back. So when I listen to Mac Miller songs, it's nostalgic. You know what I'm saying? Like I can
yeah.
feel like there even if I'm not in love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's what I like how you brought back on me because that's real music, bro. That makes you feel, even if you're not feeling that emotion. Let's say you're not sad, right? But you play
Mm.
a song and you're like, damn, homie, that shit was so like, you know. So
Yeah. I
this was
appreciate it,
one of
bro.
those. Like even if you weren't in love, like this is a song you could dedicate to somebody. You know what I mean? Like I feel that's some real shit, my boy, and I can see why you like it. The production. Shout out to you and you said your niece, right?
Yeah.
And it's I want you guys to know it's spelled DREAMZ, all capital, and go subscribe to him on YouTube. Make sure you hit that like button and on your notifications on that bell. Make sure you put all notifications for the homie. Let's see. I'm gonna play another song before I ask you a few more questions.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna just play it off the random, my boy. I just want to show you music some love. So, what do you feel about? It's between vibes and radio.
Uh, I'm gonna say radio, bro, because that's like the latest one. It's one of the catchy ones that I did. You know,
All
it's
right,
just
so you say you be down with that one?
yeah, yeah.
Bet that. And I want to give a shout out to, hopefully I'm saying this right, Tesoro Lopez,
Lopez.
and shout out to Snot Boogie. I think that is. They've been up in here showing love. Um, Shout out to them. Let's get it going. Dreams LA Radio coming out.
Another big day. I'm definitely gonna need my Gillette Tactical Spray.
Nah, no free promo. Nah, play. Nah, just kidding. Nah,
Yeah,
play.
man, it always comes with ads, bro. It's crazy.
All right, bro. Hey, I'm not even gonna say it's a good deodorant and all, but no free promo. Nah. Hey, so they sponsor us. Hey, matter of fact, I'll do it one
Yeah.
time. Gillette sponsor me and the homie Dreams LA right now. Come on, my
Yeah.
boy, run it up. See, then I'll play their ads all day, my
Oh
boy.
yeah, for real.
Give me a second. All right, here we go. All right, we're in. Welcome to Fatal Radio on the Spot. I'm your late night host, Dreams LA, the man with the plan. Now we got a lot of things to discuss. A lot of motherfuckers talking shit. DJ Shooty B. It's okay.
Yeah. Shout out to Shooty B, bro. That's my bro.
Since LA born and raised, down with the fan, but too smart to ever catch a case. Nevertheless, if 579 really ain't the one you trying to press, my greatest revenge is following my success. Now to the ones that be yapping, when I see you, I'ma hit you, we got something to address. Until then, I ain't really got nothing to prove. Pick up the pen, stay up in the booth, stacking my loot. Whoever knew fatal on top will be affecting your mood. I've been taking over the game since the day I debuted. I'm an LA native, this is how we do it. Letting is active, and we follow it through. Brother answer, that's the only way I salute. I bring the sauce with the flavor that's been long overdue. Been a dog since birth, that's all I ever knew. I wanted a quick break. Oh, wait, we got a caller. We got a caller.
I like the ad lib.
The sponsor. Hey, this corny ass nigga Dreams LA. Let me tell you real quick how I feel about that shit. You trying to liberate everyone together and shit? Nah, that shit ain't working. Whatever, dog. Next caller. I'm too
Yeah.
outrageous. I'm so contagious.
All right,
Every
my
girl's
boy.
favorite. I ain't even famous. I'm smooth with it, just like I'm stainless. I done been shameless. Make that chocolate chip just like a neighbor's. I know they intimidated by my greatness. They say dreams ain't shit, boy, that's nebulous. I'm flaming 100 plus Celsius. I can tell by your energy, you a hating ass bitch and you envious. You wanna see what you want, boy, you delirious. I'm indigenous, my heights are limitless. I stay paid while you searching for that stimulus. I aim is meticulous, I got the wickedness. I am the way, check the synthesis. You always catch me shopping at brown and black businesses. Fuck
Hey,
the
my
racist
boy.
ass bitches,
I
I
heard
got
those
the privileges.
punchlines. Yeah.
Hey, I'm calling back, yo. I heard what you said about that whole brown and black privileges thing, and that was actually pretty hard. We just need to stick together, bro. You know what it is, dog? Together we strong.
Hey, bro. Hey, I like the ad-libs. And people weren't hearing them. He said I'm 100 plus Celsius. If y'all don't know, Celsius is double that of the Fahrenheit, and a lot of people don't know that. So now I'm not saying they should. And then I heard he said he's on the wave on the synthesis. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Like, hey, CS ain't not paying attention, my boy. Real,
Yeah, yeah. But
real,
that's
dog.
that's what real people that write music and pay attention to the lyrics, they catch that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They
Exactly.
so like some people just like the beats, and I try to give them a little bit of both. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you was going off, my boy, and that's how you know I don't be bullshit. Look, I tell everybody all the time. I suck at reaction. That's why I'm gonna tell people like I'm supposed to be doing them. Actually, I gotta do one this Sunday coming up. I've been dealing with court and family matters, but every Sunday we're gonna do super righteous Sundays, and when we preview music, I think I did one with you already, and we did a few. I'm gonna run one back again, but anywho, so I'm not the best at giving facial reactions all the time, whatever, but I be paying attention. Like a lot of my homies, they be thinking I'm BSing. Like I listen to your music on my own time because if I'm not bumping my usual playlist, within that playlist is all the homie songs because how I do it on my YouTube account, I go to my likes. Like that's how I do it. I go to my likes. So a lot of stuff I like is the homie stuff for people I listen to anyway. My homies don't be believing me. I'm not saying they don't, but I know they be thinking I'm lying. Is it like, oh, I listen to their songs, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I really be paying attention. I may not show it or come on here like these other fools and be like, oh, fucking, but I be listening. You know what I mean? I really do care about the craft. I really do care about the music. And when you guys show me your music, I don't just do it to look cool and be like, yeah, fool, look at me bump your shit. Like, nah, I really take a listen because at the end of the day, my boy, real music is real music, my boy, and it's gonna speak for itself. You know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Real quick too, I just want to well, shout out to my boy Kel. But I know people hear that word fatal that I say. It's not fatal like like FATAL. It's actually FADIL,
Okay.
and it stands for some. So if anybody was wondering, it stands for Family and Dreams is Life.
Okay, my boy. Hey, that's real. How'd you come up with that? Let's talk about that real quick. Because I'm not too much in a rush to get out of here. We have a few more minutes, but let's talk about what that means to you. I know obviously it's self-explanatory, but what does it mean to you?
Wow, to me, it's family. Well, first is God, family, and then music. But it's all incorporated. You can't do the music without your family, and it just all intertwines. You know what I mean? So it's like for me, my music, like, yeah, I used to do music when I was by myself, but now with the family, and I can express myself through music, what happens with my family and things like that. um it just means that they can coexist with each other. It doesn't have to be how artists want to be, single, and that they can't have no family. To me, it's like family and dreams is life, because those are the two most important things to me. And um as far as coming up with it, well, my boy, that's why I shout out Kel. He came up with that idea, and me and him have like the same views when it comes to that,
Mhm.
because you can never give up on family, and you can never give up on your dreams. You know what I mean? So If anybody wondering what that means, that's what it stands for.
No, hey, I salute to you, salute to your boy. Um, Before we head out, other than that, do you feel like giving anybody you want to shout out? Other than that, is there any upcoming events or upcoming projects? I always give all the guests that come on here, if you want to announce anything coming up, whether it's new songs, all that, my boy, go ahead and let the people know.
Oh, first, I want to shout out you, bro. Appreciate you having me on here,
Thank you, bro.
and and of course, shout out my wifey, my whole family, my boy should be, um, his wifey, all my friends, um, and everybody that I work with. You know what I mean? Whether we talk every day or we don't talk every day, shout out to you guys, and just keep supporting me. And I'm gonna keep bringing that good music. And as far as projects, man, I'm working on a lot of things right now. I have a lot of unreleased songs. I'm trying to put a little thing together to see if I release like another mixtape. Um,
A little
see how
EP,
I like it.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, maybe like a little EP. Um, and then as far as shows, um, I was supposed to be at the High Notes, but I think they overbooked, so might not be at that show. But maybe for next time, you know.
No, yeah, yeah. Shout out me some pod productions. There was there's really, and I'm gonna say this publicly. Behind closed doors is what behind closed doors, but it was just a matter of the flyer making. Things got sent in too fast. But what I want to say is come on down. Actually speaking that, I don't want to use up too much time for that, and no respect to homies, because it's a if everybody knows Spill Records and Pod Productions are partnered up, this is handled and functioned by the homies from Pod Productions taking over, because unfortunately I cannot make it. But yeah, even myself, like even a couple of my artists and we're partnered up, and even a couple from my people had to, you know what I mean? But exactly that. That leads the next time, the next high notes that let you know how fast they got booked, that let you know how it goes. But I do know that thank you for anybody even popping out or showing love. And I know either way, you're still a special guest there, regardless of performances. Because I know how hectic it got. Because even I seen, bro, even before, I don't know if how it got cut, didn't get cut, because I'm not in charge of all that. But I do want to say that I know what you meant. Like it was overbooked, but how I can explain that is things happen so that even by the time I looked at everything, I was like, golly, you know what I mean? Which is a good sign though, dog, because I'm grateful that, and I don't want to you again use up too much time for this and just end it and say that I'm thankful. I know the team's thankful. Our partnerships are thankful that people were even that interested in this one. But that's why even next time, next high notes, I know we're gonna throw another West Business Fest on Spill Records behalf. And shout out Thomas from PHP. And you can probably pop out of that food. I think it'd be more the better vibe too, because with the West Business Fest, we're kind of keeping it more family oriented. And I feel like that'd be perfect music. I mean, you could play your music everywhere, but I feel like I'd be more comfortable because the West Business Fest is something that Spill Records does. High Notes is something that Pod Productions do, but we're partnered up, but we help
Yeah,
each other.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
So the West Business Fest, because I am gonna beat this case in God's name, and I plan to throw it out there in LA, my boys. So let me know. Come on down to the West Business Fest, and by the time the next High Notes comes out, come out to that one too. You feel me? So
yeah, yeah.
I do want to thank you for coming on, my boy, and I hope you can still make it. Unfortunately, I can't go, but regardless if you perform or not, I know the people that whether they performed or not, I know for a fact you're one of them as a special guest. So pop out, my boy. It's still love, Make sure I'll
Oh
make
yeah,
sure
yeah.
some dope, good footage. I'm at my brother on behalf of SR Broadcast. He's gonna be right there with the reptiles. My brother Chips ODG, music artist, reptile handler, one of the co-hosts here as well. But yeah, my boy, I just want to thank you. I want to thank all your people, bro. Thank you for coming on the SR Broadcast. I really like this episode. I appreciate all episodes, all guests, but it felt good to sit here and listen to some music that brings back the nostalgia. So keep doing your thing, my boy. I salute you in God's name, homie. Whether people believe in God or not, I pray for everybody and pray everybody's doing well. And the wealth of not just your family, but your children, if anybody has them. And just appreciate life, my boy. We ain't promised tomorrow, homie. I mean, go get it. And
Yeah.
thank you. And if you have any questions, my boy, go ahead.
Nah, man. Again, just shout out to PHP too. Lil Tank. That's my boy. He's been my boy for a long time. But yeah. With all that, I know it's a misunderstanding, but it's all good, man. I ain't even tripping about it. It's all love. So, um, but as far as that other show, man, yeah, let me know. I'd love to pop out too, and I know by that time, your situation will be handled. So, just keep believing in God, like I said, bro, and everything's gonna work out.
Exactly. And I appreciate you too, bro. Same thing to you. Thank everybody that tapped in. You know what I'm saying? You guys showed mad love. Make sure you go check out Dreams LA on all the music platforms, all the social media platforms. Go follow, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, on everywhere. And thank you guys. That's all I can really say. I'm thankful. And I want people to know this too, like that ever watch SR broadcast. I'm not like all these, and I'm not trying to be like all these other fools when I say this. So that's exactly my point. I'm not like these other podcasts starting a drama or trying to talk about nonsense all day. Sometimes I stumble, sometimes I stutter, sometimes I mess up because this ain't fake Hollywood shit. This is real. This is me, and I gotta wear a different hat every time. I'm a music artist. I'm all that, and I know the same thing for our guests that come on here. And you guys are getting the real is my whole point. Every episode is not supposed to be polished up and perfect. Yeah, I know they say professionality, but nah, bro, I give it like it is. I don't try to fake for none of y'all because the internet's just the internet. The Instagram's just Instagram. But if I bring guests on here, I want to give y'all the real at least. We're not going to polish it up. We're not going to sit here and be fake. We're not going to sit here and act like all perfect because nobody is, bro. And we just trying to make it like the next man. Feel me?
Yeah. Yep. So
So
just
yeah,
keep it real, bro. And like I said, I appreciate you having me on here. I appreciate it today, and God bless everybody, and God bless you and your family, bro. And I look forward to collabing in the future with you too, bro.
I got you, bro. Same here. And I want to say, I pray you have a blessed night. You take care. Shout out to everybody. It's your boy Six Deuce on SR Broadcast. Y'all have a blessed night. See you, bro. Stay blessed.
Too, bro.